Sacramento, are you in the house? Baby, baby, come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop, right here on Popovich TV. Let's go. I should have had the song queued up, but let's get it. Yeah. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, 101 optimism. Football grade, got the fire bash lit up. Hit the back line and the bathroom signals. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, 101 optimism. Football grade, got the fire bash lit up. Hit the back lines and the bathroom signals. 1,000 on the table, 100,000 in your bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building trying to break the house? What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I am your host, Pop of this. Yeah, kid, that feeling back up and here. One more again. Happy Monday, people. All praise is due to the Most High. We made it through the weekend. Energy is up, feeling highly favored and blessed, as you should. But it's Monday, Monday motivation, motivational Monday. That means I am your motivational speaker, whether you like it or not. And before we jump into some NBA action, here goes some motivation for your ass. Less excuses, more execution. Nobody cares. Link up with some like-minded individuals that want to see you win. You want to see them win. Y'all link together, like mind, get it? Then y'all put a plan together and then y'all execute it. If you ain't got nobody, then you got to be brilliant. You know what I'm saying? No excuses. You got a computer in your hand. Make it happen. Now, with that being said, playoffs. Don't talk to me about playoffs. I just hope that we can win a game. And then another game. And then my New York Knicks, they won 4 games. And since that loss to Atlanta, Knicks been red hot, red fire. I'm on fire. Knicks been on fire. And we'll get to them in a minute. With that being said, let's get a quick recap of yesterday's game so we can speak about my New York Knicks. Yesterday, 2 games on the slate. We went 2-0. Both locks that we gave out was good money. And we had the Knicks and we had the Minnesota Timberwolves. We had the Knicks just because it wasn't a homer pick. Knicks are better than Philly. Philly was like Madison Square Garden on the south side. And they just don't have enough horses and talent right now to beat the Knicks the way the Knicks were playing. There was no need to try to buck the trend and, think that they're not going to get swept. Lakers are going to get swept. Knicks swept. So it'll be one sweep even though OKC swept the first round too. But in the second round, it'll be 2 sweeps. And I think these other 2 games possibly could go 7, 6, maybe. We'll see. But the Knicks is looking good. I'm happy for the Knicks. I left the bracket in the living room. The next show I'll do, and I won't run and go get the bracket now. But I think the Knicks could go all the way now. Only because Detroit ain't been there. You know what I mean? Like you won your first playoff, round in umpteen years. Last year, you made the playoffs for the first time in a long time. Excuse me. Took the Knicks 7, and you learned you got better this year. Are you going to jump to the finals in your second year of making the playoffs? I don't think so. The NBA won't have that. Either Cleveland going to knock them off, or they'll win, and then the Knicks will knock them off, and everybody will probably be betting on Detroit because Detroit swept the Knicks 4-0 in the regular season. The other game was Victor Wembanyama in the San Antonio Spurs, or the lack
of him they were. Because he, want to elbow people. You know what I mean? Then he asks me, like, and that's you. Like, and that's you. You know what I mean? You can't elbow people, my guy. Even though you 7'6", you Lincoln, you a rain. He's a reindeer. That nigga Victor Wembanyama is a reindeer. You know what I mean? I'm being funny, but I'm not. He's a hound dog. You know what I'm saying? Long and rangy. You know what I mean? Slender. That's a KO reference. Shout out to KO champ, aka I love you. You know what I mean? He always be like he's a small man. He don't get hurt. You got razor sharp elbows because you so slim and slender, right? And KO was 6'5", 260, you know what I mean? Heavyweight. Anyway, you can't do that. They ejected him. The NBA has ruled that excuse me. They have ruled that he's not going to be suspended for game 5. No feet, no fines, no none of that. You got ejected. Minnesota won. We had them. And without further ado, let's get to the grand total record. My grand total record now, I told you, every time I get a little victory, then these are the 2 games that I've been having a bad feel for. But my grand total record now is 34-28. 4 games above, 6 games above 500. And as far as the locks, not from Yonkers, 24-20. 4 games. You're going to try to do better today. With that being said, first game up, we got the Detroit Pistons out on the road at Cleveland Rocks. Cleveland Rocks. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, I don't even know the spread. Let me look. Should be 3.5 if I'm not mistaken. Three and a half. Cleveland is giving 3.5. So far, this series, it's only game 4. Detroit won the first 2 at home. Cleveland won the first one at home. Trying to win the second one at home. James Harden had a better game than, the recent games. And afterwards, he like, and what chatter? You know what I mean? Like, what chatter? You hear the chatter, James Harden. Don't front. Don't front. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan Mitchell. I know you hear the chatter. You know what I mean? You have to. As an athlete, you can't block it out. I get it. Horse blinders, laser sharp focus. But what drives certain athletes more than others is the noise so that they can silence it. Like, I want to hear all the criticism, all the bad shit you're saying so I can bust your ass. So I can put foot to ass, belt to ass, hands to face, and do you dirty. You know what I mean? In the biggest arenas of them all, right? I still think Detroit is the better team. I still think Detroit is the better team. But for some reason, I think this got game 7 written all over it. And the only way for that to happen, I mean, there's multiple ways. One is Cleveland win tonight. If they don't win tonight, then to win game 5 at Detroit. Neither one of these teams has won on each other's home floor. I think Detroit is better, but I think Cleveland do enough. They kind of herky-jerky got that last win, and I was on Detroit. I'm on Cleveland tonight. I think Cleveland tied the series up back against the wall. Let my Knicks rest a little bit. So it's not a biased pick. Detroit could, excuse me, still getting over that cold. Detroit could lose but cover the spread. But I think Cleveland cover the spread. So I'm on Cleveland. Next game up, we got the Lakers. We got the Los Angeles Lakers. LA, big city in dreams. But everything in LA ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, but we coming from Queens, we get down. Shout outs to Prodigy. Rest in peace, Prodigy. Shout outs to Havoc. Lakers is getting 11.5. And this is another series where we know we should have been taking OKC. I'm going to just call a spade. It just is what it is. Lakers are not better than OKC. They played them 4 times in the regular season, lost all 4 games. Played them 3 times in the postseason, lost all 3 games. This will be the 8th game, and I think they lose tonight, and then we'll be saying, now it's time to say goodbye for the summer. These hoes keep calling, I ain't picking up. These hoes keep calling, I ain't picking up. Now, they told us hoes I'd be back around June, like LeBron. We see you back in October when my birthday time coming. You know what I mean? Because I know you coming back. We ain't even got to talk about the game, but we will. But will LeBron go after this season? Will he come back to LA if they get swept tonight, even if it goes to Game 5, which I doubt? But miraculously go to Game 5, then Doncic come back, right? Psych. It's over. I know Stephen A. like Cleveland, and obviously that's the probably the most obvious choice because he's from Cleveland. Cleveland! This is for you! Like, this is for you. My New York Knicks, free agent, come to the Garden. I think he wouldn't go just to spite Stephen A. But it is a lot of other places he can go. Golden State. Washington. AD. Trae Young. First round draft pick. They got the number 1 pick. Plus they got some nice young pieces. Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. Oh, it's nice in Atlanta. Your players going to get better. They got a lot of young players. Boston? I doubt it. I mean, Giannis, they say they opening up trades for him. But anyway, with this game tonight, I know I was on the Lakers for 3 times in a row, and I shouldn't have. I won't make that mistake tonight. Watch the Lakers come out and win, but I don't care. I think OKC pack them boys up and get them up out of here. And then we'll just have the last 2, teams: Cleveland, Detroit, Minnesota, and the Spurs. With that being said, let's get to the theme music.
Yeah. Pretty fire. Winner, chicken dinner, money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one optimism. Coupon grade, got the fire bash lit up. Hit the back line, and the throwing signals. Winner, chicken dinner, money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one optimism. Coupon grade, got the fire bash lit up. Hit the back lines, and the throwing signals.
All right, guys. Here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners. I'm going with Cleveland, and I'm going with the OKC Thunder. Thundercats. Oh, going with the Thunder. That's who I like. That's who I'm taking. You can let me know who you like. You can let me know who you take. And all I'm asking is that you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so I can stay in your algorithm. If you rock with me, then you should rock with me. But y'all know what it is. This your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA, Picking with Pop, right here on Popovich TV. Of course, we are live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money on this motivational Monday.